Hello and welcome to this new Minecraft world. We are naming this Aurora. For those of you who are familiar with the other Minecraft videos called Craftless, that which is Dylan's world. Oh, we have Dylan here. Look at him. He's the one recording. There he
Hey.
is. Hello. Um,
Ow.
so a few different things compared to Craftless though. For one thing, everyone can craft. I'm not a titan like that. I don't. But no, another. So I've added everyone who comes into this world, or well, most people that will come into this world, will have moderator options turned on. So basically, that means we can fly.
And we can fall to our deaths.
We can exactly. The other thing we have on is keep inventory because no one wants the pain of losing everything down in a mine shaft. This is strictly a fun world where the angst of Minecraft is pretty much taken away. To a certain extent,
Yay.
creepers still blow up chests and stuff, which is annoying, but shit happens. So the purpose of today, not much building is going to happen. Pretty much all we're going to be doing is just
Boo.
flying around. Um, Dylan has got a notepad in front of him and a
I
map,
do.
and we're going to be writing down coordinates of possible mountain ranges where we can sort of start to build a bit of a fortress.
Yeah, so if you
And
look at my
and
map,
truly, yeah. Look at your map.
you're
Yeah.
right. Go ahead.
No, you're right. You
Yeah, I was just gonna say, if you look at my map now, it looks like a bit of it's been explored, but that's literally just I spawned down the bottom there, and I've just come up to here where Brendan's made his little settlement.
Um, so, oh, that's cool. The compass actually works when it's in your inventory row. That's sick.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't have to
So
pull it
does
out. Oh, that's
the
awesome.
clock.
Man, I should use this all the time.
It wouldn't help you.
My
You'd get
hopeless
lost
my
too
hopeless sense
easily
of
anyway.
direction. Well, I would have known where north was yesterday.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're going to be using a little rating system to rate the mountains, and then when we think we've seen them all or most of them, um, we'll decide on which one to settle at. But just this rating system will make it easier. They'll just be writing the ratings plus the coordinates, and hopefully we'll be able to find a cool mountain range to settle on. It's a pretty impressive little mountain range just there.
Yeah, so this one's pretty impressive. We're pretty sort
Mm,
of happy with this one in the snow here. Um,
yeah,
do you
that'll
want to go
probably be the only
through the
thing.
rating and what you want to give it?
Do just quickly, do crops grow with frozen water there as well? Or can you make
Um,
we could probably make the water running so it doesn't freeze, yeah?
we could put glowstone underneath it anyway.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I wondered why I brought you, but now I get it. Oh, look behind it too. Another one. See it?
Yeah, yeah, I did see that.
Um, I think this would be a solid 5 stars. I give it 2 for structure.
Yeah,
Um, just because it's not just one big spire, it's connected and it's got, a huge range. Position, yeah, I quite like it. I mean, the rest of it's a bit hilly, but it's not like the only mountain in the area.
yeah,
So I'll probably give it maybe 1.5 stars for position,
yep.
because it's on a plain, so there's a lot spawning here, which is good, which is what you want. Um, and features, gonna give it 1 star for that as well.
Uh huh.
That'll be what, 5.5 or 4.5? Four and a
Four and a
half.
half.
Yeah, 4.5 stars for this one.
Okay, yeah. I'm going to say 1.5 for structure because it's a nice structure, but I'm thinking a little more hilly, a little higher maybe.
Hmm. Yep.
taller. Um, Position. Um, yeah, it's pretty good. It's in the middle of this sort of big snow biome, so
Yeah,
I'll
well, I
give
was only
it
saying to you
one star.
yesterday that I haven't really that the snow plains look weird,
Yeah,
and then here
so
we
I
are.
give it one star for that.
Yep.
And features, I do like some of the features and the overall look of it.
Hmm.
So I'll give it one star for that as well. A one and a half. So that'll
So,
take it to 4 stars for me.
okay, we'll call it 4 stars then.
That's alright. I wrote down your score and my score, and we'll go around and see which one gets the best score from both of us. Okay, Brendan. So if you want to go through your thoughts.
Honestly, man, I don't see any other way this could not be 6 stars. It honestly has everything you would want. I mean, I'm not saying we just stop it and settle here now because there could be a cooler thing on there. But
Yep.
structure, it's massive. There
Yep.
are maybe some mountains on the distance that are might be a little bit taller, but this has kind of got your like solid tops that you can actually build on, whereas the taller ones seem to peak, so you can't really build on them properly. And plus it's formed like Pride Rock, so 2 stars. Um,
So you're giving it six?
I'm giving it sticks all up. Yeah, features. You've got, you've got sorry, position. It's a plains biome. There was plenty spawning around there. There was cows, sheep. I'm pretty sure I saw a horse. A lot of mobs, but a lot of light will change that.
Yep.
And features. I mean, it's got the internal things here. You can bridge across a bunch of ways. You've got this cool little lake here that just looks like it keeps going into a river that possibly would lead into the jungle. And I guess there's potential for a decent waterfall. That's kind of my
Yeah,
features.
at the front there, definitely. Sorry,
That's
I changed the weather. I got rid of the
that's
rain.
yeah, you're right. I saw that it stopped. I was like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you're thinking
So
a bridge
I
across from the top bit over to here, aren't you? Or like maybe not
yeah
the top bit, but from this side to this side.
yeah
Yeah.
yeah. I think we might have to do a bit of terraforming and make this a little bit bigger if we choose here. Actually, I'm gonna go
Yeah.
with 5 stars. I thought this was a little bit
Five.
bigger up the
Okay.
top than what it is.
Yeah. It's not
Not
huge up the top.
terribly big. No, it's not. It kind of looks like it should be, but it's kind of just it's like the drawers didn't finish it.
Yeah.
Half mountain. Okay, so
Okay.
what's your
Well,
rating?
5 stars. Okay. Well, I'm gonna firstly go location. I like plains. I've been building in snow a lot, so I prefer the
Yep.
plains. So I'll give it 2 stars off the bat for location.
Hmm.
Structure. I think I like the height and I like the opportunity for a waterfall and a bridge.
Yep.
But yeah, just because of not a lot of surface on the top and it will require quite a bit of
Mm.
terraforming there, I'm going to give it a
Yeah, which
1.
I don't necessarily want to do. Yeah, that's what
And
brought back my rating as well. Just the structure.
and what was the features? So yeah, definitely plenty of features. So I'll give it a 1.5 there. So
Off marker.
that gives me a 4.5.
Okay. So we're kind of just divided by half a star right here.
Yeah,
Seems
yeah.
like the first two we've been divided. I'm just gonna go straight to this chasm right here.
Uh huh. This one looks pretty cool.
This one does look pretty cool. I
Hey,
mean,
there's a
it
village
still
here.
looks exact.
We'll be right back.
Where?
Focusing as the actual mountain. The two main spires.
Uh,
Come over to where I am. Just over to your right more. Looking at it from this angle. I'm just back a bit further.
um, sure.
Because it sort of
I think
leads
so.
onto a lot of the other mountains.
Yeah, it
Oh, that's not such a
kind of
bad
does, doesn't
thing.
it?
It just gives us room
It's not
to
such a bad
expand.
thing. I think this one in position, I'd have to mark it down a little bit because I kind of want a mountain that's sort of on its own a little
Well,
bit.
do you want to
Must
just
say.
leave this one? And because it's right beside the
Well,
one that we just marked, it's all pretty
yeah,
much
yeah,
together.
yeah, yeah,
And so it's pretty much this area over here we're looking at, isn't it? Or are you going somewhere
yeah.
else?
No, no,
We're
no,
looking
it's
at
here.
this big area.
But basically, I was thinking structure. I'm giving it 2 stars because we could own the entire island.
Yeah?
So that's a pretty cool feature. And I think we can't fly everywhere, but we can make a little harbor just down here, just like right here on this beach.
Oh,
Boat
sorry.
across to the
Yep,
mainland
yep, I
and
see you.
get some resources and stuff like that. There's a decent hill up here in which to build the main fortress, and then we've got ample room for crops and that kind of thing. So yeah, that's two for structure. Position again, it's an island, but it's a lit. I think I would love this to be an island, but actually be able to see the mainland. So I'm gonna give it a
Yeah.
1 star.
Yep.
Features 1 star. It's got a lot of hollow ground and cave systems and stuff. Um,
But
but
it, yeah.
can't really see much spawning here at the moment. It is a sort of a
Yeah.
plains biome, but there's not
I
much
see a
happening.
chicken.
I've only seen a creeper,
I
so
see two
that's not
chickens.
really, yeah. So that's not really that
We could
encouraging,
become vegetarians.
considering how. No, that's never gonna happen.
Okay,
Yeah,
so you've
considering
got
how
four
hard it will
stars.
be to get an animal. 3.5. Let's say 3.5.
Okay. I don't know where you're losing a star, but we'll go 3.5.
Just 3.5. Just go 3.5. I don't have to
Okay.
explain myself to you.
Yeah, no, this is pretty cool. Like you say, it's an island by itself and gives us sort of room to grow. Um, yeah, okay. So I'm gonna go structure. I'm gonna go 1.5 stars. Um, Position. It's kind of right on the edge of the map. I'd like it to be more central,
Mm,
so you could go
mm.
off different ways. Um, so I'll give it half a star for that. Um, and features, yeah, it's pretty cool. I'll give it 1.5 for features. So that's 3.5 for me as well.
Sweet. We decided on one. Yay.
Yay!
Okay. Oh, well, let's continue. Where are you?
I was just doing
Are
a
you?
quick spot of diamond hunting.
Oh, sure. Down in my mine.
No, I just dug a hole straight down. Got 4 diamonds.
Don't dig, don't dig straight down, Dylan.
I can fly.
See, that's what I was gonna say, and there's no worry about that because you can keep your inventory even if you do die, is which is
I'm gonna go
amazing.
put them in my chest.
Oh, you actually found some.
Yeah, I got 4.
Probably now's a good time to tell you about the diamond tax. Whatever you pull out of my whatever
Nice.
you pull out of my soil, I take 25%.
Oh, it wasn't your soil.
All of this is my soil. This is my world. Okay. So for structure, I'm probably going to give this 2 stars.
2 stars.
Actually, one and a half, 1.5 stars, 1.5.
One and a
Yeah,
half.
well, there's ample room up the top to build. Um, the only thing is there's
The bridge.
not much bridge work to be done. Is the only thing.
Yep.
Um, so yeah, that's where my half a star is lost for that. Um, position, it's on a plains biome. There's other biomes a short walk slash fly away, so that's pretty good. I mean you can see a jungle out there through the fog. Got snow to the yeah. So then there's land on the bottom where we can do crops. There's already water here. Features, there's a couple of waterfalls in the middle. That little hollowed out area could make for a decent little place. I don't know what we could do in there, but we
Yep.
can do a lot. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go with 4.5 stars overall.
4.5.
Yeah, yeah. Each one gets 1.5 stars, I think. Each category.
Okay. Um.
'Cause it's all
Yeah.
missing
Okay.
something, but most of it it's most of it's there.
Yeah. Well, structure for me, I like the overhang. I like how tall it is.
Mm.
But yeah, I think it's
Well, that was the other
missing
thing as well.
the
So
bridge work.
for structure, yeah, that was the only thing. But it's kind of there's not many other mountains around here that dwarf it. Like those other ones were
Yeah.
kind of there were there were bigger mountains around it, but you can't build on them. But it's kind of like well, it's not what I'm after.
Yep. So I'm gonna give it 1.5 for structure as well. Um, and then position, yeah, it's pretty good. There's a lot of resources quite close by, and it looks pretty cool how central it is. But I don't seem to see a lot of stuff spawning here.
No, I was just looking at that. Even the forest, there's not much spawning.
Yeah, so
That's where my half a
I'll
star
give
for
it.
features is gone. But
Yeah,
it will be
I'll
easier to lure shit here, is all.
yeah. So I'll give it 1.5 for that as well. Um, and then yeah, features. Yeah, there's already waterfalls and stuff here. I mean, it's already on fire. Um, I'll give it 1 star for that. So that's 4 stars for me. Head and rate.
Okay, well first is structure. Um, Honestly, I love the structure. It's got so many different aspects to it. It's got, it's kind of got like a central mountain here where I've lit the flames, and then you've got a
Mhm.
bunch of little ones just surrounding it. But as I just said, when you look at it from out towards that jungle area, the mountain top actually looks like the flat ground underneath, and all of these are just extensions of the same. So that could be cool. That could be we could do a lot with that, like walling off this area here and making the city or the township inside it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like the structure. It's big too, so there's a lot of room
Yeah.
underneath it, underneath each spire. Position, pretty good. I mean, we've got your rivers, we've got a swamp, we've got jungle, we've got desert, we've got snow to this side. I'm pretty sure. Yep. Probably the only thing would be animals. honestly.
Yeah, haven't seen anything
That
spawning, but
that's
maybe if we just sit down on this plane, something will start.
yeah, it's not necessarily the biggest plane is all. I mean, if we really wanted to, we could head over to the jungle. I'm sure stuff spawns there. We could always bloody lead it over here. If we really wanted to. All
Oh,
we'd need is just two
you
breeding.
can see the desert temple
Can
from
you?
here, on this side.
From which?
Uh, just yeah, keep coming.
Yeah.
Just sort of out of the
Yeah,
corner of your eye.
yeah, you can see it. And then yeah, features. It's pretty much you've got a bunch of waterfalls. You got some trees already in here. That I think it would be good to try and keep that natural look to it. You got a bunch of holes that sort of seem like they're not cave systems, but they're just little catacombs that we could use. I yeah, I like it. I'm gonna give it five and a
So
half,
what
I think.
rating? 5.5.
5.5, yeah. Half a star lost in features because not much is spawning here. If I saw two cows, two sheep, and two pigs, I would be extremely happy with giving it 6 stars.
Yeah.
But it is not
Okay.
happening.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of potential here. I'm gonna not go through the whole rating system, but I'm just gonna agree with you and say 5.5. Pretty much everything
Oh,
you
got a
already
sheep.
said.
Got a bunch of sheep right here, right in this little swampy area right here. So they're not far away. They could be easily led there. Oh, pigs. See some pigs,
Yeah.
more sheep.
Yeah, I see
Yeah,
everything
no, they're
spawning
close.
in.
We
There's
could
a
we
bunch of
can
shit.
we can easily get them there.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it at 5.5 though.
Yeah, same here. Because they're not actually spawning on this isle. I'll just get rid of this creeper. Go away. This might be our home, bitch. Um, yeah, five and
Okay,
a half. I think I've got my fire on the top, so we know we've been here.
let's continue.
Which way now?
This way, over the desert temple.
Structure. This little mountain range here. I've got to give it a maybe 1.5 stars. Just the fact that some of the overhangs are a little bit weird, like this one here.
We just need to
A
clean them
little
up.
bit weird. Yeah. Position. I love the position. We've got lakes. You've got swampy area to this way where things will spawn. You've got forest on the other side where things will spawn. Holy shit, there is a lot of water. We're surrounded by water.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, we've got pigs spawning like right here, right on the edge, because it's the swamp backs onto here.
Yeah.
So we'll have stuff spawning around here. Um, so what did I give that? Did I give a rating for position? No.
1.5.
I'm gonna give
Oh no, one and a
one and
half
a
was
half.
for structure.
I'm gonna give it another 1.5.
Mhm.
Um, so I would
That's
like to
right.
see some different types of biomes. Like I'd love to see a jungle or a desert on another side. Just to
Yep.
give it that bit of um, I can't think of the word right now, but anyway. Features. Love the features. Love the rivers. Um, Shit spawning. So I'm gonna give it another 1.5.
So total for 4.5.
Yep, it hasn't earned that extra. Each one hasn't earned that extra half star yet. Needs to do a better job.
Okay. Yeah. So structure. Um. I'm gonna agree with you. There's a bit that needs to be cleaned up. I'll say 1.5 for it as well. Um. Position. I like the position,
Hmm?
but I do think perhaps it's too big.
Yep.
It's very large area.
It is a very large area.
And I think for the fortress to stand out, it would have to
Yeah,
be
that
massive.
was. Yeah.
So I'll give it 1 star for
Mhm.
position and features. It's got a lot of features, so I'll go 1.5 there. So that's four 4 stars.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
So
good.
we set out. The goal for today was to find one solitary mountain to call our own. Um, Kind of a bit hard to do when all the mountains seem to be part of a biome. There doesn't seem to be many that are solitary. I've been in other maps where there's just been massive solitary ones, like Craftless. Next time we're in Craftless, I'll
Yeah,
show you the mountains I was talking about. Um,
yeah.
but we've decided on this one. We think it might have a bit of a potential with kind of like a valley build. So if Dylan can come out to this spire out here, or the
Okay,
lighthouse as it will be known once I do something with it. So that's going to be home right there. So
that will be
it still
home.
is a big mountain. It still is a big mountain. And if we get closer to this wall over here, looking at it from this way, it kind of looks like the mountain top is sort of this layer just above the stone, and the rest of it are just spires that go up. So that's a pretty
Mm.
cool thing. But on this side over here, where it's low to the ground, we're going to be building some massive walls.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so this is going to be home. Um,
Mhm.
so let's go ahead and set up our beds somewhere. Where do you want to sleep? Which
I want to
spire do you
sleep
want
on
to be
top of.
yours, Dylan?
Oh, which
Thinking I
spire
might
do I
choose
want?
this one over here with the waterfall. I think this one over
Okay.
here might be a nice little spot. Certainly the flattest one, anyway.
Hmm. I'll go this one. And you, Tony?
So yeah, in future videos, we will be there'll be a lot of work to be done before this is anywhere remotely finished. Um, but I think we will eventually bring Scott in as well. Um,
Mhm.
Holy shit, I nearly did it again. Um, we should I think probably the first thing to do would be to lighting. We'll try and fence or wall it off and then light it up inside so we've got the least amount of trouble from them as
Yeah, make it
possible.
safe.
Just before we start any proper building. Um, Next thing I think would be a little bit of aesthetic work. I reckon we finish this river off, get it going, build some farms and that kind of thing, so we've got plenty of food. Um, and then after that, I think probably start the town or the fortress, whichever one we want to do first. Um, yeah, so don't forget to leave a like on the video, and we shall see you next time.
See ya.
Very
Marvel.
fond memories of a big mountain being right here. 3, 2, 1. I want to see fireworks. Where's my boom?
I just broke the lever.